Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have the wonderful Summer of Mickey Mouse. This is it's a short. It's categorized as a short in my list, only because it's like an TV episode. It's like 24 minutes long. Probably meant, it probably broadcast first on the Disney Channel, I'm guessing. But this is from 2022, so this is very new. They have one for each season now, although the wonderful Autumn of Mickey Mouse just got added or will soon be added. I imagine it's added, but it's not in my list yet because it only just got added. So we had the spring, the summer, the autumn, and the winter of Mickey Mouse. We just saw the summer, or I just saw the summer. Simply put, this is just a totally out of control, insane version of the characters you know and love. And yes, there's a lot of people I know who hate this new stuff, but they also tend to hate new stuff in general. Because, I mean, honestly, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Minnie, Daisy, Pluto, Clarabelle, everybody is kind of taken with the version of movie or a song or a TV show or whatever it is, whatever entertainment that grabbed them first is what they kind of gravitate toward. I use the analogy of Star Wars. A lot of people who grew up as I did with the very first trilogy can't handle the prequels, and they certainly can't handle the sequels. But then you get people who literally grew up with the prequels, and while they probably admit that they probably aren't as good as the originals, but it's what introduced them to Star Wars, and it's what they love the most. Same thing with the sequels. Same thing with Star Trek and everything else. Yeah, all the nerdy stuff that I love. There's always somebody who has to complain about it. And you know what? I think you put a bunch of little kids, maybe 2-3-year-olds, in front of the TV and have those nearly 80-year-old or yet almost more than 80-year-old cartoons featuring Mickey and Donald, some in black and white, and they're charming, they're cute, the kids might love them. But once they become the more discerning 5-year-olds, 6, they're gonna be like, this is slow, this is quiet, this is boring. And kids seem to be really jumpy these days. I don't know, they like to scream, I hear. Though I do hear that they scream a lot. It's not because anything's happening, it's just that they're screaming for whatever reason. They shriek because it's too quiet, apparently. And I'm getting old and I sound like an old man. Yes, I know. In this situation, though, this perfectly fits the tempo of the modern child and adult who enjoys Karafalski style animation. Yeah, Karafalski. I do not believe he is in any way involved in this, and I will not explain to you why, but I'm using the term of the guy who co-created Ren and Stimpy from back in the 90s. If you know what Ren and Stimpy is, you can look at those characters in those cartoons, and you can look at these characters right here, and the style is very, very similar. I don't know if the animation teams are very similar style-wise. They've created the style sheets and styled all the characters, but seriously, all their reactions and their face, eyes, mouths, everything they do is so Ren and Stimpy to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Animation nerds who know better than I can correct me in the comments. But I thoroughly enjoyed this. We have watched other like shorts with these characters, this version of these classic characters. I think we had done something with like them visiting foreign lands, and there was lots of wacky antics there. But this is like on cocaine. This is super, super hectic. The story is, and I'm not going to tell you too much because honestly, you want to sort of experience it for yourself. Mickey has decided to get the gang together, and they're going to make sure they see the fireworks this year. Every year previous, well, things have gone wrong. They're going to get to the marina to see the fireworks from the best spot possible. Mickey's got the boat, and he's going to make sure he gets there on time, and all they have to do is make sure they're on time as well, and they can all share that moment together. Well, we follow Mickey, and we discover that things do not go as planned. In fact, it's utterly destructive, not just for him, but for everybody at the marina. But when the dust settles, who's standing there? Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Minnie, and Daisy. And all of them have a story to tell as to why they're not to blame. And we get to go through each of their stories, one by one. One of the most fun things about this is the fact that you get to learn a little bit more about the first story each time it layers upon itself through all 5 versions of this story. It's kind of it's fun. It's not anything complex or oh my gosh, blew my mind, but it's still a fun little thing that they did there. Along with that, they have one of the things you want to watch out for is they have a phone conversation. Mickey calls them all early in the morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that, to make sure they're ready for the next morning when the sun comes up, and to get there, make sure they have plenty of time to get there on time by sundown. As you can imagine, they each have problems with that eventually. But what you get to see in their phone calls, you have one of them in the center, if it's Mickey making the phone call, or if it's focusing on Mickey, you get the other 4 in the different corners, and you get to see kind of how each of these characters in the center see the other 4, and what they hear when the other 4 speak. When Mickey's in the middle of it, it's very different from what Donald shows, what Minnie shows, what Daisy and what Goofy shows. Goofy's, honestly, it's almost offensive, but to the characters we love. But each of these is it's always a little bit different how they perceive each other, and it's one of these little details that I really love that they took the time to do, rather than just repeat the scene, but with shifting around in pictures. So, yeah, it's very fun. It's enjoyable, and it's I say you get a chance, watch. So far, I believe only all 4, because there's only 4 seasons. But I imagine there's gonna be more related to holidays, or I don't know. Who knows? The Wonderful World of Mickey's Arbor Day. I have no idea. It could be. Anyway, this is for a short. I think it's pretty much all I can say. So yeah, it's 24 minutes. Definitely worth your time. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
554.
Oh man. Oh my gosh. It's almost the very last one. Because I think we only have 555. It is. And that sucks. You can figure it's toward the end of the list. It's going to be a Z. Out of order. We've seen the first one, but this is going to be the 3rd one. We're going to skip right over to the 2nd one. Part of me wants to call an audible here. Yes, that's a football term, I think. And just say, we're going to watch Zombies 2 instead of Zombies 3. Or maybe we'll watch both. Maybe we'll watch Zombies 2, and then the day after that, Zombies 3. I gotta figure out, what am I watching? Wait, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh god, I don't know if I have the time. Crap. I gotta see if, because I have a thing scheduled for a specific day, and I don't know where we are at in the list. If we have space for 2 more days. Sorry. This is... Man, the fonts get all wacky on this one. Oh, by the way, today is the 1,111th day of the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. That's kind of cool. When are we ever going to get 4 1s ever again? Never. Guardians. Yes, it will work. Okay, so I'm going to make this call because we have already seen Zombies, the original. We're going to watch Zombies 2 tomorrow. And the day after that, we're watching Zombies 3. Alright? And there's a Zombies series of shorts, but we're not going to watch that. That's something with somebody else. I don't know what that is. But come on, a lot of scrolling. Sure, that's super fun for you. It is 5:54, right? Yep, 5:54. Okay, so just so you know, I'm not messing with you. 5:54 is Zombies 3, but we're going to be watching Zombies 2 tomorrow, and then Zombies 3, and then after Zombies 3, I've already picked out the next 2 episodes as well, and I know that sucks that it's not as random as it used to be, as it usually is. But after that, we're going to have a really long run until Christmas, when I do the 12 days of Christmas, 12 days leading up to Christmas, and those will all be pre-selected Christmas-centric things, so I can burn those things off during the season rather than getting a Christmas movie in the middle of July or August or something. So yeah, you get a week, you get 12 days of me wearing a Santa hat, so like I did yesterday. All right, this has gone on long enough of me messing with the rules of everything I make up for this thing. Normally it's all very random, and I usually do not make this decision, but I feel like it's been a while since I saw the first Zombies. I don't even remember anything. They're zombies, right? They're zombies. I think they sing and dance. I don't know. Did I miss that? Did I? I'm going to come back here in a second if it turns out I haven't watched Zombies yet. That's going to be really weird because I honestly don't remember. It's like they're like really pretty zombies. I don't know. Anyway, Zombies 2 tomorrow, and then Zombies 3 the day after that on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here with that.